Hello, this is Chris at Moto Minded. I want to go through some more things we found out that I did not quite get on the last video, and I wanted to go over it. So one of the big things we noticed early on, or heard early on, that the bikes were going to come with basically a CANBUS. KTM calls it an OCU. So the ECU, they call it an OCU. And you can see here, it's not lit up. I don't have the bike on. Let's kick it on real quick. My light circuit is glowing red because I do not have my headlight hooked onto it, and it's not noticing that load, so it shuts off that circuit. Then, and you can see what's on here: ignition, lights, brake and horn, pump, and fan. So in us finding and making sure that this is happy with aftermarket lights, I load tested this guy. First, the easiest way, I hooked up one of our highest wattage LEDs, and that's an XL80 made by Baja Designs, and it was fine. Happy green, everything's going. When we load test the stator, we know we have plenty of stator for that, to what the bike needs and what the light needs. So I want to find the limit of that, and I put our load tester on the headlight circuit, and it shut off at 100 watts. So as soon as I got down to, let's say, 90 watts, it kicked back on. So there's the limit on the light circuit that we found in this. We haven't tested the other circuits. Don't think it's as important. One thing that might be nice is maybe the fan can be used to see where that limit's at. We'll check that later. Maybe that could be used as auxiliary because we're tapping other things off of the light circuit. Why not the fan, which is typically 35 watts when it's on, but we'll check that later and find that out. The OCU replaced what used to be here were the relays for each one of those circuits. You can see the ECU still here. OCU, the battery's up high now, and basically looks like it's kind of on its side. Starter relays up here, fuel pump connection is up here on top instead of, difficult on the side, and also the line is coming in here instead of down low, so it came down low on the other side. The pickup is in a saddle down in here. You've seen videos on that, and probably other people are trying to solve additional pickups, things like that. We're getting an IMS 3.2 hopefully soon, to give us a little more capacity than the 2.25 that is coming on the bike. Thanks to Slavens, we have a molecule skid plate I got on. In the last video I stated, we were surprised it did not come with a skid plate at all on this bike. But when I mounted it, I was reminded of these nice mounting points here. You can see up out of the way, we don't have any bolts hanging up. The front molecule makes a nice little cross bracket here. The frame has through holes in a bracket that molecule utilized, and everything's up here high. There's nothing down here to hit, which is really, really nice. We like that. Another thing that we noticed and confirmed by Bulletproof is the radiator keeps the same dimensions. So though it might have that difficult to turn cap, this is the same. So Bulletproof Designs is continuing with their same design. They're just adding a 24 support to it, so that's nice. And then a lack of map switch. So my 23 had a map switch on this side. This one does not have one. I'm surprised because I saw Morgan at Highland Cycles, his 300 XCW had a map switch where this 450 does not. I'm going to borrow one from a friend and just confirm that this thing comes in the hot map with the track control off. And then we're going to try and reverse engineer that switch and see if we could offer a bomber bar switch. At the time of this video and for the last few months, that map switch is not available to purchase separately, so we might be able to help with that demand. And those are the big ones I want to go over. Thanks anyone, and look out for the stator load tests that we're posting next.